Now I'm going to make a spoon or spatula out of black cherry. This is the piece of black cherry that I harvested from a fallen tree. It doesn't appear to have any splits, checks, or knots in it, which is a good thing. Hopefully it'll clean up real well, and it's got a nice big area here for me to either carve out or burn out the bowl of the spoon. I want it to be a nice deep spoon is what I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it goes. Well, it's coming along nicely. I got the profile on the top pretty much carved out, and I kind of got this profile carved out. I'm going to make some changes though, give it a little more curve. Now it's getting a little more shape to it. I'm going to bring this right up and follow this curve. Should turn out pretty decent, hopefully. Well, it's getting there. That's pretty much the shape it's going to be. I'm probably going to narrow it down just a little bit more, make it a little sleeker. I don't have a spoon knife, so I'm just I started out by making a cut around this bowl, a break line about an 1/8 inch deep, and then I made some slits about an 1/8 inch deep like this, and then I just slowly picked out the wood to form the bowl. And after I got that first layer, you can just kind of work your way down and just follow the grain, and you can pull out a big long section like this here. Just follow that grain down, and when you get to the end, just make another break line. And just be careful about prying on the edge, because this will bust off on you. And also, I'm being careful not to take too much. It hardly requires any leverage at all to break off a thin little section of the grain like this and follow it down. And I've been doing that for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I got it about that deep. Maybe about a 1/2 inch deep already. But I want it to be fairly deep, because this is going to be more of a ladle. If you do it this way, by prying and picking out those pieces of grain to make your bowl, that you have a blade with a good stiff point on it. This is my pocket knife that I was using for the fine whittling on that, and you can see the main blade on it comes to a sharp point, and it's pretty thin. That would not be a good thing to use, because you'll probably just break the tip off your blade or bend it. But if you got a knife like this or like this with a good shallow stiff point on it, and you don't overwork the knife, you should have no problem. That's it. I'm gonna give it a break for now and finish it up later on this evening probably, or tomorrow. Well, here's my spoon all finished up. It's got a pretty nice deep bowl. The chipping away with the tip of the knife worked really good for hollowing this out. It took about 45 minutes to get it as deep as I wanted. And then of course I just took some sandpaper and smoothed it out, and that made it a little deeper and kind of refined it a bit. But the only problem with chipping it out is it did leave a few deep gouges at both ends here, and it was real hard sanding that out of there. And I actually did, there is a couple small gouges left where I just couldn't sand any deeper because it's pretty thin as it is. But I think it turned out nice. This is black cherry, and it's got the heartwood, which is this dark, and then it's got the outer wood, which is much lighter. And I just happened to luck out, and the grain was running in the right direction for me. I was able to keep the white up top and then have the dark get darker as it runs down into the bowl of the spoon and underneath. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm impressed. I did all this work with that Boone's Branch neck knife I got for the main big carving, and then for all the fine carving I used a Schrade Old Henry, Uncle Henry. I can't think right now. I've had a long day, but that's it. Kind of neat. Sort of has the, I thought it just turned out this way, but it kind of has the look of a goose head as it's flying. I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat. And then of course I got my butter knife slash pot holder that I showed you in the other video. This is out of red cedar. It turned out real nice. It's pretty basic. I was just kind of screwing around with this one. And then my original black cherry fork, which is still holding up pretty good even though it's got that crack right there. And my cottonwood bobbers that I made out of cottonwood bark. Pretty cool. Kind of impressed. It's kind of a fun thing to do. But I just wanted to quickly show you that, show you how it turned out. Talk to you later.